A lot of people feel like scaling their brand means working 10 times harder. Do you find yourself kind of doing more or less now that we've put all these systems up in place for you?
I'm doing way less.
From when you signed the contract and we started working together, 30 days later, we had done 150K.
150K?
150K in our first 30 days.
This is how I scaled the brand from $15,000 a month all the way to $900,000 a month in a matter of 8 months. And so a quick disclaimer, the currencies that we're discussing in the video are in New Zealand dollars. And so about $1 is equivalent to 1.7 New Zealand dollars. And this was also recorded near, closer to the start or middle of October, where we had done around 900,000 New Zealand dollars, but we actually ended the month at 1.6 million New Zealand dollars, which comes out around about 900,000 USD. In this video, you're about to watch an interview in which we go over the strategies, the funnels, and the implementation we had to put in place in order to take this brand that was only doing around 15,000 US dollars a month all the way to 900,000 US dollars per month. Now, this wasn't a quick launch or a massive sale that we did. These are numbers that we're performing on a monthly basis without needing to add anything crazy or extra to it. And so if you're interested in how we scale this brand almost 100x in the next 8 months, stay tuned, keep watching, and I hope I can deliver the value that you're looking for.
Alrighty. It's been a long time coming, hey?
All right, it's been a crazy time this year.
Yeah, look, Rory, 9 months ago, when we first started working together, you were doing $30,000 a month, and now 9 months later, we're at 900. What do you think has been the biggest factor for your growth?
Definitely like the changing up the whole, going from the education platform, which is the low ticket, and then providing the mentorship for people. That's obviously the biggest game changer, and being able to provide, the value that everyone's wanting. And that's something that I was trying to give. I just didn't know how.
Yeah. Well, the craziest part is that, we got 90% of our sales from Instagram. And just real quick, how many followers do you have on there last time you checked? Yeah, right now?
Right now, I have 19,000.
19,000, and we're doing 900K a month. Not even like a launch, not like most of it's organic as well, which is just crazy to me, right? And so in saying that, from scaling from 30 to 900, what do you think do you feel like you've had to put in a lot of extra time and effort for this growth?
I've actually done less. I've actually been doing less than, because beforehand in the low ticket, I was doing a lot of one-on-ones, just that extra work with other people because there was less people to deal with, Obviously wanted to scale up, but now because there's more people, we do less calls, but in the whole group environment, and so I'm not actually working harder to get to this point.
Yeah, no, it's so cool because a lot of business owners or content creators feel like they need to work harder, they need to hustle harder to make more money. But I think in your case, you can kind of say it's probably the opposite, right?
Oh, it's the opposite for sure. Because you're trying to do the stuff that people already know they're going to get, and so with the whole onboarding system, they know what they're getting, they know what they're going to be provided, whereas beforehand people were sort of coming in and because we didn't have enough people or didn't have heaps of people, we were sort of just going over and above, because what else did we have to do, whereas now everything's sort of structured, we're working less but it's more structured, which game changer.
Yeah, no, 100%. And so when you were running your low ticket price, what were you pricing that at?
That was 250 a month, or 150 USD.
Right, 150 USD. And then when we introduced the high ticket offer, what was that priced at?
6K.
Right. Yeah. And so I think maybe you can attest to this, the different quality of students or people that brings in.
Yeah, and that's what it is. The people that are paying the 250K I think we're just like, like I'll have a look at this. Whereas the people that are coming in now, they are putting their investment in.
Yeah.
And so they want to get what they're paying for. You know what I mean? And from there, like we've been doing this entire year, from there, the community that's been built is, you know, traders that are actually learning, are actually now, you know, using the strategy to make themselves money. And so by the end of the course, like what they go through in the mentorship, they're like, what they're thinking is just like they'll pay it over and over again because they get their value out of it. But yeah, I didn't think that was ever going to happen when when you first came to me about it.
Yeah, no, exactly. And so I was going to ask you, because I think I remember this really distinctly. On our first call together, I was like, Rohari, I reckon we need to sell like a 6,000 package. Do you remember what you told me?
Yeah, bro. I was like, that's never going to happen. It's not going to happen. Like the people that were coming into at that point, the low ticket, I didn't think it was going to happen because like, well, you know, whatever. But obviously you're the expert in that field, so I was wrong.
No, it's fair, it's fair. And then when I did first come to you, you know, I was actually out on a walk. I was trying to get my 10,000 steps in. So I was like, I'll just pull up my phone, message this Rohari guy on Instagram. When I first kind of talked to you about scaling your brand, what kind of thoughts did you have in your head that might have said, nah?
Like firstly, just being like a high ticket thing. I didn't think it was like, you know, sort of possible. And at that point, I was only at like 7,000, 8,000 followers on Instagram. TikTok was, you know, sort of low. And at this point, like, that's what I was at. Like, yeah, I don't know. I was like a little bit skeptical. But yeah, I don't know what to say about it now. You know, like the skeptical was there just to see whether or not it would work. But I think the part where I was just like, yeah, go for it was the whole you don't have to pay me unless I make you money. Yeah, that's what you said to me, and I was just like, well, okay then. Like, well, why would I not say that? Because obviously you're getting like the commission. You have to make this money, which will come to me, and then to you. You know what I mean? So it was a no-brainer for me. Yeah. After that, yeah.
No, exactly. So yeah, I was gonna ask like what changed your mind, but that probably changed. Yeah. All right. So then, like, obviously you were stuck at you were at 30K a month for a pretty long time. What kind of prevented you from scaling past that?
Yeah, I was like, that was sort of like the cap, like what we got to. We couldn't really push higher than that. We were sort of sitting there for about 5-6 months. Pushing higher in my mind was, I thought I just had to do like more marketing. Had tried marketing and like the ROAS was alright, like a 1 to 4 or something. Yeah. But like I never thought increasing the price or like providing a different, what would you say, package or whatever would be the game changer. But that's where I got to, was I just need to do more marketing and get more people.
Yeah, no, 100%. And did you ever think that hitting 500 or I mean even 900K in a single month was ever possible for your brand?
Well, I'll tell you what, when you first said to me, it was like, bro, we could be doing 100K a month. In my mind, I was just like, whatever. Like, I didn't believe you, but at the same time, I didn't have anything to lose. So I was like, go ahead. You know, I thought it was impossible. And then we hit it. And was it our second month or first month?
First month, man.
First month, yeah. We hit it in our first month, and then we also hit it in our second month. And then you're like, bro, we could probably like push to 200K, and I'm like, whatever. Again. And then like 2 months after that, you come to me like, bro, we can like push to 300, 400K months, and I'm just like, bro, at this point, I'm just like, bro, you do what you need to do. I'm just gonna listen to you, and like, you know. And, you know, here we are. Like, we've done 500K months, we've done a 600K month, and pushing to the 900K. And from what you're saying, we're going to 1 million and plus.
I reckon we can do 2, you know?
Oh, bro. Yeah. See, at this point, I'm still like, it's impossible. But at the same time, it's like, bro, you're the expert, you know?
The data's right there, you know? Like
yeah. You can't argue with it.
Yeah. So, on our first 30 days of from when you like signed the contract and we started working together, 30 days later, we had done 150K.
150K?
150K in our first 30 days. What was that moment like for you? And how did that kind of change how you perceived your brand?
Yeah, like obviously thinking that it's unbelievable to get over 100K, like I thought that was impossible, right? And then like all of a sudden all these, sales start coming in, people were joining the mentorship, and it was crazy, bro. And like in my mind, I was sort of like, wow, like this guy obviously knows what he's doing, how to work this, business, like what you're doing. But for me, man, it was just like what I've always wanted to do is to be able to teach people like how I trade.
Yeah.
And so like that's been my whole goal. So for you to be able to like bring that in, I was just like, all right, like let's just show these guys like what we can do, especially coming from New Zealand, like a day trader from New Zealand.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. And then like month on month after that, it's sort of like, here we are.
Yeah, just kept going.
It didn't stop.
Yeah. So whenever I work with someone, I like to kind of see them more as a partner than a client. And so that said, what kind of did we take over on your business and what was left on your plate?
Sort of just took over like the stress of having to deal with people. Like obviously being a trader, my whole focus just wanted to be on trading and teaching, teaching people how to trade.
No.
All the admin side of stuff of like, messaging people or like getting people on and following up with people and emails and marketing and like all of this, bro.
Yeah.
That you guys just cleared that up for me, which, just put me in the position of I can do what I love.
Yeah.
I can focus my time and effort into what I want to be doing.
Yeah, 100%. And so within the business, what were your roles left?
Teaching, like obviously content, but I love making content anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just the teaching, the content, and then that's it. Because I traded anyway,
Yeah. And it's like personally for me, it's really important that I work with people that obviously are living what they're teaching. And so obviously there's a lot of people out there who are probably making more money teaching than they are, doing what they're actually supposed to. And so it's just really cool. And I feel like I can kind of 100% go, like I can just push a brand to the end of the world because I just know that there's so much evidence behind what you do.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see that,
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of people feel like, and I've kind of already touched on this, a lot of people feel like scaling their brand means working 10 times harder. Do you find yourself kind of doing more or less now that we've put all these systems up in place for you?
I'm doing way less.
Yeah.
Way less. I'm doing way less like myself because I have the structure to it, but also have the capital behind the business to be able to get other people in and help me with the teaching. And I can't keep up. I've can I say this in there? I've had to hire like 4 other people. Like they've been through my mentorship, but I've had to bring them onto the team to help me teach the strategy that I've taught them because like bro, it's just not stopping. It's just month on month, like people just signing up and signing up and signing up.
Yeah.
So and I'm not doing anything more, and I also don't have to do anything more. And that's, I guess, probably the biggest benefit.
Yeah.
The biggest benefit of it is not having to do more to make more. I'm doing the same stuff and just like doubling, tripling income.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there a specific point where you kind of realized like, hey, this isn't just luck, but we're actually scaling predictably and with data?
A point for me?
Yeah.
I think like once we started pushing past the 300K,
Yeah.
it was, that's when I was sort of just like, okay, this isn't like a, people sign up because it's like a new thing and then it falls off. It's people are signing up and then more people are signing up and then more people are signing up, and it's just obviously never stopped like this. It's gone from 100K and then now we're in what is October
Yeah.
to 900K month.
Yeah.
It's bro, I don't even know what to say about it, man.
It's insane. Like, honestly, like, you know, obviously, like, I do this quite a bit, but like scaling to 900K is just insane, you know? With like 17,000 followers on Instagram, it's just how many people are we bringing on? Have we brought on just this month so far? We're on the 15th of this month so far. How many people have we brought on so far?
Bro, what was it, like 80?
80.
80 people.
So halfway through the month, we're at 80 people.
80 people this month, man. Like, that's... you can't even... Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah. With, and I'm sure like a lot of business owners, they're kind of concerned. They feel like if they get people to pay high prices and if they don't give those people enough attention, then those people get really upset and they want to kind of keep people, like they want to stay, you know, morally correct in a sense. So how do you kind of facilitate, you know, the program in a way that allows people to get a lot of decent results while still paying these prices, while you're hiring, like while you're getting 80 people in, you know? How do you keep that volume to results ratio right?
It becomes a community.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, for me, it's just become a community where, like, from the start, it's always been about that. Like, we help everyone, and then they help other people, and then they help other people. And because there's that sense of community within the group, you know, people that have been in for a while, they know everything that the other people that are just starting have been through. And so it's without a question that, like, more people that you have, the easier it becomes, because it's like, you know, I already know the answer to this question. And so, you know, when you have like less people, you have to like individually like cater to them.
Yep.
Now, because it's growing and it's just getting bigger and bigger, it just becomes a lot more easier because
everyone's kind of teaching each other at that point, right? Yeah. That's cool. It's cool. And so, was there any point, like after we started working together, did you kind of doubt the processes that we had, and then what happened from there?
Oh, never.
Oh yeah.
No, I've never doubted. Like pretty much from the first month, like you were a man of your word, you know? You said, bro, I can get 100K for you in this month. You don't have to pay me anything, just pay me commission. Like, why would I not say yes at that point? And so after you did it, it's just like, well, okay, I've got respect for this guy. I know this guy is, you know, a straight talker. He's going to, you know, he's not going to like what do they call it? Like overpromise, underachieve, bro. You're under promising and overachieving, and it's crazy to see.
Well, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Now, this next part, I don't know if like we can kind of hash out. This is why I wanted to go over that, but that's right. So I wanted to bring up the 19K month. We had 1 month where we did 19K, and that was the month where I think you're like, oh, I just want to put the low ticket on the front. And then all of our high ticket sales dipped, and then we changed. And at the end of that month, you're like, "What's going on here? Like, why aren't we doing more?" And then I was like, "Well, low ticket stuff." And then we switched that out, and then we did like 60K the next month.
Yeah. That was, bro. I don't know. Like, obviously, like when we first started together, like my whole thing was, you know, low ticket, because I still had that doubt that people wanted to pay for the high ticket, even though I had the evidence.
Yeah.
And so pushing the low ticket more was, I don't know. It just felt like to me that it was like guaranteed income. Yeah. Because I know people are going to pay it, as opposed to how do I know people are just going to continuously sign up for the high ticket? Yeah. And then obviously like the results spoke for itself. I was obviously wrong in that aspect. And then, we obviously had to talk about it. You know, pretty much showed me the evidence, I guess. We just said, bro, like we need to push this, you need to do marketing around this. You need to do social media around this, and then it's gonna, like the results are gonna come, and then obviously going from that 19K month to then 60K, and then from there it's just been boom, 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 boom. Yeah. And so like, I guess it wasn't like necessarily doubt, it was more unknown territory. You know what I mean? Like, obviously you're the expert, you know. But it's just like in trading, bro, like people, you know, are stepping in, but then there's unknown territory. Whereas for me, it's like, no, you're fine. You just keep going, you know, and it's sort of the same. Whereas you're sort of like more passive on it. You're just like, okay, sweet, man. You know, you go and have a look and see how that works out for you. And I was like, yeah, sweet. So,
it was an interesting month. Yeah, no, but I do I totally get where you're coming from, because I feel like a lot of it, like MRR is really nice. It's really comfortable, right?
Yeah.
And so the way I see it is that if the traffic that you're generating to just get your MRR, if you're able to generate that traffic every single month, you can just, take that traffic and put it into a better vehicle, which is high ticket, and make way more. So as long as you have traffic coming in, right, then you're gonna continue to keep making money. And the other thing is that even with MRR, people drop off over time anyway, right? And so if people are dropping off and you stop your traffic, your MRR in a couple, 6 months is gonna be completely gone. So whether you do high ticket or low ticket, is that, yeah. So, and then I think one of the other things was that I was really big on lifetime value. So I think on your low ticket, your lifetime value was like $600, and then with high ticket, it was like 6,000.
Yeah.
So
there was like a big game changer, like putting that into perspective. I was like, bro, like people are signing up, but they're only staying on for like 3-4 months.
Yeah.
And then they're done.
Yeah.
Whereas like that was sort of another selling point for me, was like, bro, like you're only making like $600 out of people, which means you need to be generating more and more people to sign up to get this. Whereas if we do this, the 6,000, then it's like they've paid.
Yep.
Whether or not they're going to do 4 months, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You've just made like 10 times what you would have on the lifetime. And bro, after hearing that, and because I'm a logical thinker, and and it's just seeing that, it's like, yeah, fair. You win.
Yeah, essentially, because they just end up paying 5 years worth of the low ticket at once.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So there was another month where we went from 90,000 to 180,000, right? It was just like 1 month, boom. Now, obviously, we had our systems on one side, but what did you do on your end, content-wise?
What month was that? July?
Yeah, it was the month you started posting more consistently, I think.
Yeah.
And let me just make sure I've got the data right.
Yeah, that was July, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so you started posting more in July, and then that month we did 90,000, and then August we did 180,000.
Yeah, it was more like speaking to you about the whole social media side. At this point, I had, sort of changed my mindset, like, okay, this is working. How do we scale up from there? And I know you're a big fan of Alex Hormozi.
Yep.
And all you have to do is take that same formula and just 10x it. Bro, and that's pretty much what we spoke about, is man, if you can do social media, this, and this, it's gonna grow. And so in July, I started pumping. I was doing 3 videos a day, and then I was doing at least 2 YouTube videos in the week. And so from there, obviously, it's just getting that exposure, getting that views. From then, that's when my follower count started going. And I think in that first month, it went from 8,000 to 10.
Yeah.
And then in August, it went from 10,000 to 15.
Yep.
And then now, we're at 19,000.
Yeah.
Now, but it was that, man. It was just getting that exposure to the more eyes, and this is what you said, the more eyes you have on you, the more people that are going to be I want to do it,
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we're experiencing now. Like you were saying, people watching one video and here we go.
It's insane.
Sign up.
Yeah. Yeah, and I wanted to touch base on that because your audience is super loyal, incredibly loyal. And that's why we're able to do 900K with just 19,000 followers, right?
Yeah.
And so is there anything that you kind of think about, or is there any kind of mental frame you have when it comes to making content that you reckon allows you to make, attract such a loyal audience?
I think it's just being genuine.
Yeah.
I try to be a very genuine, honest person when it comes to social media. And I think a lot of people can tell when they watch social media, that guy's fake.
Yep.
Oh, he's talking but it's not like that. I make everything real, everything personable, everything. It's not all of a sudden I've become a full-time day trader and I'm buying stuff and I do buy stuff, but it's not like I'm going out of my way to just be what I guess, like a snob. You know, what people would call it, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not rocking around in like Gucci and Louis Vuitton. When I went and bought this Rolex, which was an achievement for me, because once I had $1 million in my trading,
Yeah.
that's what I wanted to get. And when I made a video about it, one of the followers said, "You'll crack up because you still rock around in jandals and singlet just to buy a Rolex," you know, whereas like other people wouldn't do that. But yeah, I think it's just that side of stuff, just being as genuine as you can be, being as real as you can be. And obviously in trading, like, it's a very fake industry.
Yeah.
Like, you know, people can just trick people with like all of the stuff. But yeah, I don't sort of, I guess, believe in that.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it, like, just be real about it.
Yeah, no, 100%. And it's really cool, right? Because like obviously we're doing pretty decent numbers with your brand, but it seems like you kind of just outcompete us on the trading side of things, or you're just doing more on trading. And it's hard. I tell the team like, oh yeah, you know, like well done team. We've made, you know, like X amount of revenue, and like that same day you do like twice that in trading. And so it's like, this is like nothing.
Yeah.
So, and people see that, right? People see on the front end like, oh, Rohari is really genuine, really chill guy. Like, you know, he like walks and talks, he puts his socks on just like the rest of us, and he's living the life I want. And I think, yeah, just that I think is a massive factor.
Yeah.
So in that next month, so in the month of August, we implemented a new system. And I think this system was so cool, and I can't believe we didn't do it sooner, but we implemented onboarding forms, right? Where we started asking people, hey, what made you even want to, like the people who bought, right? What made you want to buy? And they started telling us certain pieces of content, you know, that allowed us to buy. How did that affect your ability to make content, and then therefore our revenue?
Yeah, that was crazy. Like when you started showing me that data.
That's when like it sort of made sense of like what type of content, because like people don't know what type of content to make. That was like a factor for me was I didn't know what type of content that I should be making, because everyone's trying to be as perfect as they can when it comes to content creation, because they're like, I need to make this, it needs to be perfect, and people need to sign up from it. Whereas you sort of just said, bro, just do everything, see what works, and then just focus on that. And so we started doing that, and we started getting it, and then we started implementing these forms, and people are saying like, this is what we joined up because of. You know, we watched this video and like, that's the lifestyle that I want. And then, you know, it was on the forms as well, that other question that you had was like, on a scale of 1 to 10, like how certain were you that you're going to join? And like people put in 10. Like even before the call, they just, bro, I'm joining. And I actually had like people that had joined, like I've had calls with them, and then they're like, bro, like it was annoying being on that call with the sales team or with the onboarding team for too long, because all I wanted to do was just sign up. Like he just wouldn't stop. And I'm just, bro, that's crazy, you know. Like, people don't care. They're just like, bro, I see that, you know, the content. I see that content. That's the life that I want to live. Teach me how to do it.
Yeah, 100%. So it kind of seems like with that, we basically use that onboarding form to like hone in on what messaging we were giving out to people. And so the sharper our messaging, the more buzzwords, because we started using certain buzzwords from those forms in the content, or at least, anyway. And so because we were able to hone in on exactly what people wanted to see from you, it just, there were so many people that bought, like they saw your video on day one, they booked a call on day one, they got on the call on day one, and they picked. They paid us $6,000 on day one. And I just think that's crazy.
That is crazy. Like I thought there was, like for me to do that, like if I seen something like that, I mean, for sure, but it's still that sort of skepticism for people as well, you know, like, is this really real? But when, like obviously when you're genuine, obviously, but when you're making a content that people are like, you know, in their head, they're just like ding, 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 ding. Like this is what I want. Crazy.
This guy's saying all the right things, checking all my boxes.
And that's the game changer.
How much did we do that month?
In October? In August? I can't actually remember, but it was it the 300k month? It was 300k.
We did 300k then. That was insane.
But honestly, so September was really funny, right? And I think at the end of August, I was like, hey, listen, I think if we lock in over the next couple of months, we can do 500K. Probably like 2-3 months down the line.
Yeah.
And so on September 26th, we got on a call, and I think you were at the beach you were at like a water park, and I was like, all right, now I need to talk to you seriously. And he's like, all right, we'll talk in a couple hours. And we got on a call, and I was like, hey man, we just hit 400K. And wait, was that? No, it was a different day.
That was the same day.
Was it the same day?
Yeah.
Okay, so we did 400K, and so they're like, oh, that's awesome, you know, and yeah, let's do 500K in the next couple of months. And I was like, and after I got off that call,
But what date was this?
this is the 26th of September. Yeah. And I was like, after I got off that call, I looked at like our calls booked in. I looked at how many days we have left until the end of this month, and I was like, yeah, let's do 500 this month. And so I got the team, I got on a call with my sales manager. I was like, hey, listen, like, can you just take on a bunch of extra calls over the next couple of days? Let's lock in and do 100. And so on like the 31st of September, I think September had 31 days.
January, February. Oh, I don't know.
I think it's the 30th, like last day of September.
No, it was the 30th. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, last day of September, we got on a call again, and I was like, hey man.
Yeah, because it was the set day.
Yeah.
That was Was it the set day? It was one of the days. Anyway, and like I remember this because I was at Whitewater World with the kids, and you're like ringing me, and I'm like, super, I'll jump on the call. And it didn't really work, and I was like, bro, I'll be home in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Got home, bro, and like that, and I was just like, wow, like we really like went from 300 to 400. Then I'm like over the moon.
Yeah.
And then like 4 days later, bro, we just hit 500. What?
Yeah, it was just, I was so excited too, because, we were like absolutely pushing it with the team. And, yeah, I was like, so basically we just did like 100K in like 3 days, 4 5 days or something.
Bro, and that's crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And right now we're doing like that, but we're doing 100K like every 3-4 days now.
Yeah, and that's why we're going, you know, to those $1 million months.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's how locked in you guys are with your systems, but actually know what you're doing, which gives me the opportunity to present, you know, social media like this.
Yeah.
So that people want to, you know.
Yeah.
Want to join, man.
I always find it it's a personal flex for me when we're bringing in so many people that you just have to completely like redo your delivery system to be able to handle those that many people.
Yeah, that's been done like 4 times this year. So I've had to like redo everything and structure everything. Literally right now, like we're structuring to be able to cater for 500 people, and then when we got here, I was like, you know, because on my end, I'm like telling you, and it's like a flex for me because it's like, oh, fuck, we can cater to that now.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, well, we're going to be doing like this month, so we need to keep doing it. I'm just like, bro, like,
slow down.
Well, we don't want that. We don't want you to slow down.
No, exactly. Cool. So, like, now that we're close to the $1 million mark, how has your mindset shifted versus when you were at 30K a month?
I mean, 30K a month, I was still like happy. Obviously, I was trading, but still being able to show people. Heading to $1 million a month, like it's one, obviously a change in the whole income side of things, which allows me to do more. And in terms of more, I mean bring more value to what we're offering.
Yeah.
And it's like the change in community because of, you know, people paying this much, but the change in community is just crazy, you know, because people are more engaged, people are more committed, and they want to become, you know, a profitable trader. So that's the mindset change for me. More so as well, like just making sure that everything that I'm doing is correct and proper, and you know, caters to what people are wanting and things like that. So no, it's good, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It makes literally my life a lot more easier.
Love to do that, man. Love to do that. I mean, that's what we're here for, right? I think that was like my original props. I'm like, man, you bring me on and I'll just make your life easy. That's
literally what you said. You know, it's like, well, if you can do that, I'd love that, but I don't think you can. here we are.
So how does it feel to have a business that kind of continues to scale without you having to kind of have inputs in it every single day?
Oh, I would say like it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
Because it's like, how is this happening when I'm doing nothing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm still just doing content. I'm still just doing my calls every single week and like teaching people. That's what I'm doing. And then it's going from like, it's just like this and this and this and this and this. So it feels overwhelming because I don't really have like input on what you guys are doing. But then you're also just, bro, I get messages all the time from you. It's just like, bro, we're gonna implement this and it's gonna go crazy. And I'm just like, sweet.
Sounds good.
Yeah, let's go. And like that sort of like obviously my side of the business, it's, you know, usually I just have full control over what's going on. And
Yeah.
that's the stressful side, you know, like that's the stress. And so now it's like I don't have like sort of control on the whole onboarding side of things, but this is what's bringing in all of the money. You know, it's what's bringing in everyone that wants to sign up. And so it's overwhelming because I like to have an idea of what's going on, but at the same time, like, I'm grateful and I'm also stress free, just get to live my life. So, yeah.
I love that. One of the cool things about, like, obviously we've done 90+% of our sales just from organic, right? And we're now starting to touch ads.
Yeah.
And the ROAS that we've had on ads is just insane.
What is it?
Bro, it's 100 plus at the moment. I'm
Really?
I'm not even kidding. I'm not kidding.
Oh, right. So that's what, spend $1, make 100.
That's right.
That's disgusting.
That it's yeah. And so like I'm probably gonna ask you some extra content questions because I think that'll be really good for the people. But like right now, our main strategy for ads is just to get people to DM, like take content that's already bringing us leads, right, straight into the DMs, and then just run ads to get more DMs, right? And so that, like, there's a bunch of testimonial videos that are working really well, and we're getting DMs for like $3 to $5 a piece, right? And then if you just like. And we've spent over $400 on that, right? And we've got over 200 DMs coming in from that, right? And obviously, if we just get one sale from those DMs, that's a $6,000 sale. Subtract the 400 that we got, right? It's easily, just that alone, one sale is like a 15x ROAS.
Yeah.
And so with our current close rate, our current show up rate, it's just cracked.
Yeah. That's wild. That's the wild part to me because I thought in the last like 2 months we were like just pumping stuff because like the views and the people that were messaging has been going crazy, but getting here and you're like, no, that's all organic, and I'm just like, what? And so we're at the point where we're like just starting to implement ads.
Yeah.
And then you say to me, bro, we haven't even implemented like the full ad strategy, and I'm just like, bro, it's, yeah, I don't know, man, like, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I kind of keep thinking about it again. I'm like, I feel like we're just starting to like scratch the surface of what we can do with this brand.
Yeah, that's what you said to me, and I'm just like, bro, we're literally about to do like a 900K month.
Yeah.
And you're like, we're just scratching the surface. Bro, what? What?
Yeah, it's just, and I'm honestly, I'm a little bit surprised as well. I'm just like, we don't have a VSL in place. We don't have like any videos of you directly on our landing page, and people are just buying, and so it's just like a massive like attribution. Like a lot of that can be just attributed to the kind of quality of audience you're pulling in, and it's just insane.
Yeah,
you know,
I love it, especially being able to work with these people because they obviously know what they want.
Yeah.
They know what they want to get out of it.
Yeah.
And it's just so much easier to work with these people.
Yeah. What kind of mindset shift do you reckon people who are, around that 30 to 50K a month range need to change to be able to scale to this kind of these kind of numbers?
What do they need to change? What
kind
themselves?
of mindset shift do they need to go through? What kind of things, I guess, were you thinking about that you feel like you needed to change about how you thought about those things to be able to get to this point?
I just need to get out of my own way. You know what I mean? Like I had the mindset then of like, I want to be doing more marketing. You know, had no idea how to do it, but that was the only thing that I could think of. And people in that mindset of like, no, I can do it myself. Like, you're wrong. You're wrong. Like, it's have a team like yours, you know, that actually know what they're doing. Like, it's a full-on job by itself, and I can see it. Like, you guys are DMing everyone, and like we're getting. I look at my phone all the time, and it's like 70 notifications. It's like, yeah, I'll just put my phone back up. But like that's where it gets to, and so like, yeah, it's just having that. Just you can't do it by yourself. I don't think. Like personally, I could not do it by myself. I could not do this myself and get to 900k months without having to, do everything that you're doing, hiring people, training people, all the rest. I don't even know what else you do, guys. You know, it's a huge business, and that's why it's a business on its own. Yeah, like that's a whole different department compared to like what we're doing here. So yeah, mindset shift, man. Like, just hire an expert.
That's cool. No, and then just to kind of put that in perspective, right? You right now, just from our side of the team, right? Like the sales team, there's like 8 people working on your account full time, 40 plus hours a week, 8 different people, and we're still understaffed. We still need to get more people, right? And it's just crazy. Yeah, and that's where it's at, man. And like I could not handle that myself. Like if anyone's trying to get from like that 30k to what we're doing, $1 million months, you can't do it without a team. You can't do it without a team that actually know what they're doing. You know what I mean? That's never going to happen. So I don't know. It's you just got to go with it, man. Yeah, it's got to find someone that actually knows what they're doing, and because I know people that have done the same thing, but not get the same results because those people don't know what they're doing. Hats off to you, bro. Hats off to you. Appreciate it. And then I guess so now that we're at like this kind of revenue, where do you see your brand heading in the next 6 to 12 months in terms of revenue? In terms of revenue, I don't see it. I see it just like continuing to go, just from what you're telling me. Like all the stats that we've looked at, I don't see how it's going to go backwards. You know what I mean? Where I want to get to is to have that type of community of students and things like that, where my students are better than other full-time traders. Yeah. That's where I want to get to. In terms of like revenue and stuff, like obviously it's going to be a huge shift there as well to be able to facilitate like a massive community like that. So I don't know, where are we going? $2-3 million months? 100%, man. Let's do it. And so real quick, before you head off, if you're a brand that's doing between $50,000 to $100,000 a month and you're looking to scale to that $500,000 or even $1 million a month mark, hit me up on Instagram. We can have a chat about seeing if working together makes sense. And even if we don't end up partnering together, we can still implement systems in your business so you can get a permanent boost in the revenue that you're doing on a monthly basis.